All right, the board is set. We're ready to go.
All right. What's the wager?
Loser does dishes.
And I'm out.
Nope, wait. What do you want to bet?
Ooh. Are you prepared to go big or go home? Well, stay home?
Sure.
Okay. If I win, I get a new pet.
I'm going to have some stipulations.
Nope, no stipulations. I get a new pet if I win. What is yours?
Fine, if I win, I get a new book.
You don't understand how this works. I should really be worried about that, shouldn't
Yes,
I?
you should, but no stipulations.
Fine, this is...
Excellent. You're going to regret this.
I am.
Hello, my witches and wizards. This is Professor Rowan. I'm coming to you today to talk about our Community Day, which is coming up this Saturday, November 14th, from a minute after midnight to a minute before midnight, your local time. There are a lot of things going on with this event, and there's a to-do list. I love to-do lists. So let's just begin at the beginning. There is going to be a free store pack. That free store pack will have enough ingredients to brew your own tonic for trace detection and spell energy. 25 spell energy, to be exact. This particular Community Day is focusing on one specific page in your registry. And I do really like when they focus on a page because it makes you more likely to be able to get to gold. We're going to be focusing on the Wizarding Chess page on the Legends of Hogwarts registry. Because we are focusing on that particular page, that means that there are 3 wizards who are going to be more likely found on the map, both regular and when you use a tonic for trace detection. Those are going to be Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, and Albus Dumbledore. You may notice that that means we still have 2 foundables on this page that haven't been discussed. That's because they're not in the wild. Those are ones found only in fortresses. But we're not going to be finding both of them in fortresses for this experience. The flying keys will only be available through port keys, special 1K port keys that are coming out for the event. As for the Wizard Queen, we have an increased chance of getting the Wizarding Queen, as well as 2 other foundables in the fortresses. Those other 2 foundables with the increased chance are the Dumbledore Army sign-up sheet and the Half-Blood Prince's copy of Advanced Potion Making. Now, while you will have an increased chance of finding these 3 when you are in fortresses and using a Legends of Hogwarts runestone, you are guaranteed to get a foundable for whatever family runestone you're using if you go into Forest 4 or higher. The fortresses will also be giving increased family XP, increased challenge XP, and spell energy on completion. So you know, this means I'm going to be in the fortress. A lot. Most likely, I'll put it up on Instagram exactly when I go in, but I will at least be there from noon to 1, my local time, Pacific time, on that Saturday. Here's my friend code in case you need it. Come and find me. There's also going to be significant changes to brewing times for certain potions for this event. Your tonic for trace detection will have reduced brew time across the board. If you're using your master's notes, it'll only take you 30 minutes in a regular cauldron, not even counting your reduced times. Alright, started to rain, had to move. Let's see if this spot works. So I don't remember if I said it or not when I was over there, but the Estimulo brew time is also going to be reduced. The master's notes on any Estimulo potion will be reducing its brew time by 50%. Also, again, not including any changes that are made by SOS trainings. So that means that this is going to be a very good time to stock up on more tonic for trace detections and any Estimulo potions you might be needing. I know that I went through an awful lot during this last Brilliant event, so this is going to be a time to replenish my stock. So that's all of the base changes that have been made. The changes to brew times, where there's going to be special port keys, there's special stuff going on in the wizarding challenges. Let's now talk about our to-do lists. First off, you need to complete 5 challenges with 3 or more people. That's 5 challenges, most likely for me, in the night bus, because that's the only way I can easily get 3 or more people. Even with having a magizoologist and an auror living in my home now, we can't all get on the night bus at the same time. It does make things a little complicated. But 5 challenges, 3 or more people, means 4 snowdrop. Next, use any 7 stimulo potions. Doesn't matter which potion you use, which strength, and you just need to use 7 of them. It also doesn't matter if you're using it in the challenges or on traces. Those 7 stimulo potions will give you 1 silver key. Next, you need to use Master's Notes 4 times. I mentioned how the Master's Notes are going to be reducing brew times by things by 50%, so in theory, this should be a really quick and easy thing to do. That will get you 1 dottle draught. If you do not know the Master's Notes for the particular potion you are trying to brew, there are places on the interwebs that will give you that information. As your potions professor, however, I say either look at your textbook or make sure that you're doing it the way I and most other professors had to, which was trial and error. But once you get them correct 3 times, then the system will show you what your notes are and you don't have to remember it anymore. Now on to the specific foundable returns, because that is a mainstay of Community Day. Returning 15 of young Ron Weasley will get you 4 leaping toadstools. Returning 12 of Miss Hermione Granger will give you 3 stimulo potions. And finally, returning 10 of Albus Dumbledore will be giving you 2 strong stimulo potions. Now I can guarantee you, I'm going to be collecting a whole lot more than just that of them, because I would like to get this page to gold if possible. Completing the entire event gives you 3 Defense Against the Dark Arts books, 3 spell books, 40 gold, 200 wizarding XP, and spell energy. Now some tips and tricks on not only how to prepare and plan your way through this, but also something that I've been doing myself a lot lately. Brewing ahead of time isn't going to be feasible for this event. There's no real point in brewing ahead of time, especially with the Master's Notes reducing your brew time so much during it. So instead, I would take the time ahead of time to make sure you have enough ingredients. I recently ran out of not snowdrop for the first time ever, but bitterroot, because I'd been making so many stimulo potions and I had forgotten to pick up bitterroot for a while. So make sure that you have enough ingredients for the potions you plan on brewing with that reduced brew time. Another piece that I want to share is how I am currently treating the repeat image collection thing that we now have. As you all know, the repeat image collection means that you can place an image and then collect pieces for that image after the fact. And as you also know, we've had a lot of tasks lately that have required you to place particular images in particular families. So what I'm currently doing is I collect the images like these, and I place the image the first time. But once I have enough images collected to place an image the second time, I don't. I hold off on that until, say, an event comes by that requires you to place 7 Legends of Hogwarts. You're going to have a couple, therefore, on standby, ready to go. Now don't get me wrong, if I haven't placed the image before, I place it because I want to be able to eventually prestige the page. But say, for example, the ball scene. I had enough Hagrids and Miss Maxine's to place 4 or 5 times over before I got the last Hermione Granger that I needed. So, yeah, I didn't need to place that image those multiple times. Placing the image, yes, gives you an XP bonus, and yes, gives you SOS manuals, but I don't need SOS manuals. I need field guides. So instead of placing the images, I'm instead just letting them sit, and I'm collecting the field guides, still using them as a farm. This way, when I come across an event that requires me to place a particular image from a family, I'm more likely to have an image or 2 sitting around in that family ready to be placed. And it doesn't in any way affect my ability to be able to prestige the page eventually, because I've already placed it that one time. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and that's what made that whole Legends of Hogwarts piece like the second thing I finished on the last event. Turned it from something that was nightmarish into something that was relatively easy. If you have any tips or tricks on how to get through these things, please share them in the comments below. Also, if these videos are helpful for you, if the heads up is useful, please like, subscribe, share. It really does help us out. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. You guys make all of this craziness possible. And a special shout out to Coder Mom. Happy birthday! And remember, my witches and wizards, to stay safe. So keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your wands ready.
Queen's pawn to d4. Queen's pawn to d4. I think it's broken.
Where did you get this?
This is Knightley's. He let me borrow it. What?
You know he was undercover with Nomages for several years, right? This probably isn't a wizarding chessboard.
This is Nomae's chess?
I think they just call it chess, but yeah.
I don't know how to play this.
It's the same! You just have to... There's your move.
I need out of the handshake.
Nope. No. Your move.